Hey, so there's been this whole Israel versus Palestine war, and really, what is there to say that someone else hasn't already said? Not much. Not anything, really. But I just thought I'd give my feedback on it. So, people are taking sides. Oh, Israel is right, Hamas is right. Neither of these are right, okay? Israel and Hamas, they are both wrong to the same extent. So, firstly, let's go ahead and go into why did this attack happen? Oh, well, I don't know. Why did the Hamas attack happen? Well, maybe because it was greenlighted by Netanyahu or whatever. What a fucking name. Net and Yahoo. Like, yeah, the president of Israel. Now, why this happened? Firstly, Hamas isn't representative of Palestinians. They don't like Hamas. Like, over 50% of people in, like Gaza, I think, Palestinian, they want a two-state solution. Most of them want a ceasefire, all of that. So, like, of course, this is a terrorist group, and Netanyahu actually said at some point, yeah, we want Hamas to stay, like, in power over Palestinians because they're terrorists. Like, who the hell's gonna vote for them? It'll keep Palestine as a minority, and, well, how did that play out? How did that play out? You just made sure, oh yeah, Hamas stays their leader, like that they stay the minority because no one's gonna want to vote for terrorists, right? And well, guess what? Egyptian something like apparently Netanyahu knew that this like he got info that this would happen and he didn't do anything about it. So you want to blame someone, maybe blame him because oh, terrorists are going to be terrorists. Yeah, of course they are, but the people who he's going after here, he's like, oh well, this Hamas attack. Now of course, the Hamas attack was unjustified. They're killing civilians. No shit, that's unjustified. But if we want to solve an issue, maybe the first step is going into why did this happen? To prevent it from happening. Well, why did this happen? I don't know. We have an apartheid in Israel. People have been talking about this for a long time. We have an apartheid. There is segregation in Israel. Yeah, what do you think hatred stems from? Hatred breeds itself in. When you have a lot of segregation, and again, as Martin Luther King said, like you don't get peace through just like peace through violence. Especially in this case, Hamas was never gonna win by doing that. Like, what's gonna happen? Well, they did this terrorist attack, and Israel is gonna act accordingly. They're gonna do the same thing. Hamas went after Israeli civilians that had nothing to do with anything with the apartheid. And what does Israel do in response? Oh, well, we're going to go after civilians too. We're going to go after your civilians. We're going to nuke Gaza. If these people don't want to be nuked, if civilians don't want to be nuked, they should just get the fuck out. No, they can't get the fuck out because you prevent them from getting out. Why wouldn't they want to leave there? Like, in Gaza, the place is so dirty, so like they segregate these people out, so they live in horrible living conditions. The average person is under the age of 15, I heard. So these are mostly kids living in Gaza. Mostly kids. Most kids are apolitical. When I was a kid, I was pretty much apolitical. These are fucking kids who, yeah, maybe some of them have like anger against the apartheid system. Maybe some of them are angry that they are segregated. I don't think that justifies killing them, but who knows? Maybe either way, they're talking about, oh well, look, Israel is like I mean Hamas, they're going after kids, they're killing kids. Why do people keep bringing up the kids in this situation as if a like child's life mattered more than an adult's life? It's because children are innocent. They don't know about this shit. They don't care about this shit. They're just trying to like get raised to become adults. They just like they don't have an agenda. They're just trying to live their lives. Well, the point is that civilian casualties are unacceptable. Like this collateral damage, if you can avoid it, you have to avoid it. And nobody's arguing again that like the Hamas terrorists shouldn't face justice. Of course they should face justice. Again, like everybody agrees with that. Everyone's been pointing that out. They should have to face justice. But how do countries deal with justice always? Oh well, we're just going to go after the civilians because we don't really. Let's just go after the civilians. This just spews up more hatred. And again, like this whole thing, no civilian deaths. What did Netanyahu say? Oh well, we're not gonna bring water in. They're all animals, and we're gonna act accordingly. Most of Gaza are not Hamas. Like, they know this shit. Netanyahu knows this shit. And instead of dealing with the problem, why did we have this? Because there was an apartheid. Of course, this is unjustified, but attacks like these are happening because of that. Like, until they try to fix this issue, it's not going to get better. And siding with either side when both sides are killing civilians isn't the answer. What we need is a democracy. It's too late for a two-state solution, as people have pointed out. Just get a democracy. Allow these people to have the same right as Israelis, because human rights are for everybody, all humans. Like, again, this isn't like, yeah, I hate how this situation. It's not like when Roe v. Wade was overturned. Like, before then, there were pro-lifers and pro-choice. Like, we could have a genuine conversation. People were open to the discussion, and once Roe v. Wade was overturned, it like quickly became a hostile environment where, oh well, if you're pro-choice, you're just pro-killing babies, and if you're pro-life, you're just against the right for women to get to choose. You just don't think women should have rights. Before Roe v. Wade was overturned, this hostility wasn't the case, and this is what these types of things always go at. Like, you just escalate. Okay, we're gonna escalate. We're gonna escalate. No, stop escalating more and more. That's gonna cause more and more deaths. You're responsible. Both sides that escalate in this way are equally fucking responsible. It's like, no, you don't try to escalate. You stop being a child. You try to solve the issue. Okay, we're done. This revenge. Guess what? Like, of course, revenge is a human right. The Israelis who, like, some of them, their parents were raped, their children were. They deserve revenge. But guess who they would want revenge against? Those responsible, those guilty. And again, like, if we started having this shit over here in America, oh well, I don't know, guilty by association. Oh well, all of Gaza, since the attack came from like somewhere within, let's just go after all of y'all. Let's just nuke all of y'all. All the kids, since your people, since someone who belongs to your family, I guess, your Palestine family, killed children, oh well, we're gonna kill your children. Imagine, like, there are a bunch of stories in which this happens, right? Stories that kids read, like, oh well, you hurt my family, I'm gonna go after your whole family. Imagine if there was a law that was put in place. Oh well, yeah, you committed a crime, your whole family is getting punished. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers would all start understanding what human rights are in no time. Human rights for everybody. If this was brought here, if this was brought to America, oh well, you did something wrong, you all collective punishment. Like, this was something that I understood since I was like a little child in school. Like, a bunch of the kids misbehave, and then the teachers get the whole classroom. Oh, y'all don't have recess. Y'all all have to sit out because, like, oh, 3 or 4 of y'all were really misbehaving last recess. We have to stop that shit. Like, we all saw that. We all had that happen to us at some point and understood that it wasn't fair because it's as intuitive as you get. Collective punishment is always wrong. Always wrong, always wrong, always wrong. How do people not get this shit? It's like, bro, dude, I'm high as fuck. I don't even know where I'm like going with this, but bro, this is absolutely, killing people is wrong. Killing people on one side is wrong. Killing people on the other side is wrong. And if you like all these people, all of these like things that people use to say why one side is wrong, you can apply them to the other side because they are acting like they are responding in kind. That's what's happening. And responding in kind to something evil isn't fine. Again, like, I preach punishment. I preach that justice, revenge is a human right. If somebody kills, say, your parents, you have every right to know that this person is dead. Even if, like, say they were drunk driving, I push it further than most people who support the death penalty. I know the death penalty is ineffective at, like, reducing crime because once you've decided to get yourself to a death penalty offense, to commit that type of crime, you know your life's over with anyway. So, like, it's not gonna discourage you from committing the crime. But the people who have lost a loved one, say due to a school shooting, they deserve that closure, period. Like, it's about the rights. It's not about whether the guilty party deserves that punishment. It's about whether the innocent party deserves the right to closure, and the innocent party takes priority over the guilty party. But this would be a thing of, oh well, say you killed my child, I'm gonna kill your child. No, like, even I would agree. No, on every fucking angle, that is insane. Like, when we come to just politics in terms of war, when we come to war issues, people go fully insane with this like collective punishment thing, with look at them killing civilians, when pretty much every time the reaction from the country we're defending is to do the same thing also to civilians. It's like, I could keep talking about this for 15 more minutes, but I probably should have like cut out the last 3 minutes, because I'm just fucking repeating myself, and this is kindergarten shit. But yeah, killing civilians is bad, and apartheid is bad. Apartheid unacceptable, killing civilians unacceptable, killing Palestinians unacceptable, killing Israelis, I'm a fucking retard, killing Israelis unacceptable. There should be like common sense to everybody. Killing any innocent people for the cause of, oh well, I know these people may be innocent, but like there are other people who are guilty, so like, yeah, I guess it's cool to kill them, because I mean, I don't fuck it. No, you're a retard. Shut the fuck up. This is dumb. You go after the guilty, nobody else. And also, you know what you are guilty of, Israel. Everything that led up to this, you let this happen. Again, you let this happen. You are using your power, and again, the Holocaust was bad. Everybody will keep being like, oh well, if you're against the apartheid, you're just an anti-Semite. No, you're not an anti-Semite if you're against reverse fucking segregation. Everybody agrees that the Holocaust was bad, and yeah, giving the Jews some homeland. Like, I get that thing, and I get that there was already people there, and Palestine is sacred to both the Jews and let them both have it. Let's not have a two-state solution. Let's just have one democracy. Like, Israel, Palestine is so yeah, whatever that place is so sacred to both of you. Just have a democracy and have you both be allowed to enjoy it. Because why can't we fucking do that? Like, isn't God's message, at least in Christianity, it's to accept everybody for their differences, not kill one another for their differences, because we're all God's people. I mean, I'm an atheist, so I don't like agree with that, but I mean, I agree with that. I don't agree that it's God's specific word, but I think those are good words. And maybe people should start like listening to their own God's words instead of going like, oh well, let's just go out for blood. We are not these civilians, and we should feel bad for all of these civilians. Like, I'm just repeating myself here. I hope you all have enjoyed this like shitpost, and yeah, peace.